My name is Alfred Karevi. I am a peer counselor and a motivational speaker. I am the founder of Awake Economy Limited, and I speak to people, children, adults, parents, teachers, and everyone who cares to listen. Today, I want us to start with this topic: how to talk to your children about sex. Like I said in the other video, more and more children are exposed to pornography, sex, and other adult contents, including nudes and all forms that adult content entails. Today, I want us now to look at how parents can take an opportunity to speak to their children about adult content without offending them, without putting them even into more danger, and also making them be prepared for the future. Because research also shows that when children are exposed to pornography in the wrong way, or adult content or sex before the time comes, they develop a negative attitude towards marriage, relationships, and even sex itself. Because most of the time, these sex content are exposed in ways that they are very violent. There are some people that you'll find being tied, done all these things. You have seen them. Let us be honest to one another. Therefore, what are the steps then a parent can take, even if sometimes it appears shameful to talk about these things? How then, as a parent, can you take an opportunity to speak to your kid about this topic? Point number one: talk to your kid as early as possible and as often as possible. What do I mean by this? The earlier you introduce your child to the issues of sex, the better. I remember when I was a small child, I met a lady that a certain person wanted to engage them in this particular thing, and the lady said, "My mom told me never to do this thing." This is what it meant to that child, that the parent had already talked about the issue of parent. Tell them that their private parts are their parts and nobody should be given an opportunity to touch them or even to do anything about them. Tell them why you stopped washing them. Tell them why now they should also take the responsibility of washing their own body. That is where it begins. That you let them have privacy about their own bodies, because their bodies are special and they are belonging to them alone. Point number two: be ready to answer questions that your kid, your son, your daughter might have. Sometimes children have many thoughts and thinking and opinion about sex. They may ask you questions that may make you even worry or even feel hungry. You might even take something like a stroke and start caning these children. It is not the right time. Whenever your children expresses an urge to know about sex, please talk to them. But this is where you have to take caution, that don't give more details on what they are not asking. If they ask something, go straight to the point and answer their query without more and more explanation. This is why you should not explain so much. They might not be wanting to know so much. They might only want to know, why does a boy has this a private part looking like this, or why the female child might be having this private part looking the same way or different. These are the things now you have to explain to them, but don't go into details. The next point, number three, is to listen to them carefully. This is where this point connects with the second one, where you have to answer their questions. Now, this one is to listen to them carefully and hear what they have to ask and what details do they already know. Finding the details that they already know will help you to know how mature they are and how much prepared they are on this topic. Therefore, as a parent, what I'm asking you is, first, continue listening to this kid keenly, and you will know what details they already know, so that you can help them continue understanding. I know this is a very difficult topic for many parents, but you have to take it keenly because it is very special and it is important to our children. Point number four: start using things that comes on our devices. It might be on television, a program that might come. It might be something that has just popped up from your phone, just like you are showing maybe your kid something. You know, nowadays children are exposed to these things because also learning wants them to, especially the CBC things and everything. Therefore, if you have to talk to, if your kid has just seen something maybe on TV or people kissing, that is where you have to start, or you have to begin to tell them what does that mean. You may tell them something like this: people who kiss one another are expressing love towards one another. Therefore, when you talk about love, or you say these are adults who are doing these things to express themselves, how they love one another, will be very, very important for these people to take caution that they are children and these things are a preservative for the old. It is important to talk to your children and express to them how you are feeling about the old topic. Call your son, my son, I know I am feeling very uncomfortable to talk about this issue to you right now. But because I love you, let me just tell you this. My daughter, I know it is not very easy for me to talk about this topic with you, but please, would you allow me to speak about it to you? Because I know it is going to help you. Then start. When you see your body starting to change like this and this is what it means. It means your body is starting to prepare itself to become a parent. And then, if it is preparing itself, you must take the following caution. Explain to them, count them the steps that they should take, and they will be very, very happy to know that indeed their own mother or their own father took time to explain all these things. If you liked this and if this is important to you and if it has helped you, kindly continue subscribing. For the next one, I'll be talking about how to mentor your son and your daughter on how to accept or to transition on the things concerning relationships.